佐藤先生、何か言うことないですか？ホームステイ楽しかったですか？はい。How have you been?
Hello, Sensei.
Hi, dear daughter. So, would you please speak in a louder voice, please?
This one, Sensei.
Yeah,
Hi.
became better. Yeah, thank you for changing setting. Okay, Kaikun will ask you something firstly in Japanese and later in English for better understanding. Long time no see. Okay. Long time
Hi,
no see.
Kang. Long time no
Hello.
see.
I'm Kang. Middle of World Youth Meeting 2023. So I got ask some question for you about World Youth Meeting 2023 and next year 2024. So okay, that's first question. Okay. What do you think of how Japan look for you?
Uh, as I the Philippines, going to Japan for the very first time, I was a little bit shocked because of the mix of tradition and modernity in Japan. And as I've observed the traditions there, it taught me how heritage can still be preserved with utmost care while still being innovative. What I also realized while I was still in Japan was the number of parking lots there, because the traffic in Japan is not as bad as here in Davao. The traffic here currently is very, very bad. And I observed that maybe Philippines have such bad traffic conditions because we park everywhere. We don't really have these certain parking areas. So most of the time, the main cause of the traffics here in Davao is because we basically park everywhere. And in Japan, as I've observed, cars can only park in a certain area. So for me, essentially, Japan is a good example for other countries that while still being innovative, we can still preserve our culture.
Please accumulate short speech, please. Okay. Translation. 簡単。はい。What is living mean to you? Your
Uh,
Okay.
for me, uh,
Yes.
for me, for me, the World Youth Meeting has a special place in my heart because it taught me a lot of things, and it added to my experience that I can share with my classmates here in the Philippines. And also, the World Youth Meeting reminded me that if people with the same mindset, with the same goals, would come together, then we can create many positive changes in the world, and it can create more potential in us while also finding that potential in us.
はい、どうぞ。Okay, thank you so much. So final question. What do you think of how what is meeting 2024 should be? Uh,
Uh, for me, in terms of the schedule structure during the last World Youth Meeting, I really loved how organized our schedule was, and how we were able to rest when we arrived first in Japan, and then after that we went with our host families, then went back again to the hotel. It it let us have like a personal time while also interacting with our host family and the other NFU students. And for the World Youth Meeting 2024, here in the Philippines, we are currently using AI, the artificial intelligence, in writing our thesis paper in our and also in the approach in our education. I think it would also be a interesting topic to open next for the next year's World Youth Meeting, since the World Youth Meeting last August also focused on education. I think it is also a unique factor if we will also talk about or research about using AI to develop educational approaches for the students. Oh, it's a little bit bad, Sensei. The chat GPT don't translate it well.
そうですね。